Hello, everyone. So once again, welcome to the session. So today we will take up the chapters. We'll go one by one. Yesterday we got a brief introduction of what this course is about. And today we will start the course. So the chapter 1 is the universal truth. And the second one is the art of life through the 4 seasons. So we will try to cover these 2 chapters today. What is the universal truth? What is the universal truth?
It remains same at all the time, all the situations, everywhere.
Okay. And is it true?
Think so, sir.
There is one universal truth. At least in India, some people, no, we do speak about it sometimes. There is one eternal truth.
Of health or uh,
With
Karma,
respect,
sir.
with respect to human being.
Destiny, we call it.
Ever changing, sir. Beginning and end for life.
Okay. And
Or maybe as long as the energy is active, the life is there in the body, and without energy there is nothing. This is what I think.
Universal energy,
what is that?
God.
so in India we say Aham Brahmasmi, like we are part of God only, like something like that.
Atma amar hai, like
Okay.
this.
Okay. There is in common folklore, like the way that we discuss, we say the person who has taken birth has to die. This is the universal truth. So anything born has to die. Have you heard of this? What is born has to die? But how does this process from birth to death happen? Is what is being discussed in this chapter. Okay. And what is the best way to study this chapter or this book? I feel is it should be like a free flowing story or a song, like where you just listen and absorb what is being told, and in between, wherever there is elaboration needed, detailing is needed, where I can expand. The best way I feel is just slowly read and listen. At the same time, when you are listening, I want you to make notes. Okay. And that will be your book. That will be your Yellow Emperor book. Right? The notes that you are making. So I sincerely request that all of you should be having pen and paper now. Okay. If you are not having, I'll give you a moment. Please go and get your pen and paper. If you allow this to be just heard and left, no, you will be missing something big, and it will not stay with you for long. It will be the wisdom of Yellow Emperor, not yours. But if you make notes, the wisdom will become yours. Okay. So there is I will read few paragraphs, and I would want you to listen, and then Wherever there is explanation needed, I'll get into it. So chapter 1, the universal truth. In ancient times, the Yellow Emperor, Huang Di, was known to have been a child prodigy. As he grew, he showed himself to be sincere, wise, honest, and compassionate. He became very learned and developed keen powers for observing nature. His people recognized him as a natural leader and chose him as their emperor. So Huang Di had all these great qualities within him, and there is one important thing. Say, if generally when we say a great person is there, what is that abilities that we have? So we say all of these things, right? The sincere, wise, honest, and compassionate, or brilliant, etc. Those things. But there is a very special power which is getting developed in Huang Di, the Yellow Emperor. He became very learned and developed a keen powers for observing nature. This is the important part. He was a keen observer of nature, right? So if we have to develop those abilities of a good therapist, then what should be there within us?
Observing nature.
Keen observing nature.
Keen observation of nature and patient, right? If we are not able to observe, say you put the points, and it is of paramount importance that you are able to recognize the changes in the body. Say you put some points. It's not that after the patient comes back after 1 month, then you observe. No, 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 no. You put the point, and instantly some change should become visible to you in the patient. Instant. There is some minor changes in the facial skin, some minor change in the eyes, some minor change in some aspect, either some aspect of the mind. There are so many times, like say, I have put sleepiness, yes. So if your protocol is working, then the patient will feel little drowsy, yawning, those things will happen. And you put the points, the shine on the skin becomes obvious. You will be able to notice there is a noticeable change in the glow on the skin, or some aspect of the skin is changing. That is, I would say, easy. But there are so many instances where I have noticed the shine of the hair. Shine of the hair has changed. Right? And you should be expecting. I put this point, and when I put this, the eyeball changes. Or there is some change in the skin, some change in the crease of the nose, or the dryness, or how moist the lips are, how moist is the eyeball, and is there any change in the hair. So there are so many changes that, or the patient is yawning and feeling little drowsy. This changes should be visible. And this skill of observation will come when you practice it. Is observation coming naturally or it needs to be practiced?
Needs practice.
Practice.
How do you practice it?
By
Both,
keen
sir.
observing the things
Observing, sir.
after the putting the points.
Huh?
Single point putting.
Mhm.
So we can keenly observe the patient. What is the changes?
You should be able to observe the breathing pattern, the speaking pattern, the hearing, so many aspects, so many, like there is no end to the list. Okay, those many minute. There are macro changes which needs to be observed, and there are micro changes which needs to be observed. So how do you develop this skill? Yes, how do you develop?
By practice.
Hmm?
By practice, whenever we get a
How
patient,
how will you practice? That is what I'm trying to ask.
whenever patient comes to us, we have to ask them so many
Patient,
questions.
one is you will ask, okay,
Yes,
and the patient will not tell all the micro changes,
yes,
and
yes,
many a times they will not even say the macro changes.
correct.
The
Yes,
patient
sir.
is so absorbed in the life, the day-to-day life things, they will not even notice. But you will have to tell them, is there any this change, etc. Then they will probably say, oh, some macro change they will observe. See, anything that you take, like here it says, Huang Di was developing a keen power of observing the nature. Okay, so a good way is, say you go for a walk in a park. Okay, now take any aspect of TCM, say yin yang, and when you see a tree or a plant in a park, try to correlate which is yin, which is yang, which is yin. The root is what? Is that yin or yang? The branch, is it yin or yang? The leaf is yin or yang? How much yin, how much yang? The top of the leaf, is it yin or yang? Or the bottom of the leaf is yin or yang? The strands of the flower, is it, if the color is red, is it yin or yang? If the color is green, is it yin or yang? The bird is flying. How is yin changing to yang and how is yang changing to yin? When it makes sound, when a bird makes a sound, is it making a yang sound or is it making a yin sound? How is the chi in this plant or leaf? Is it expanding or is it contracting? Are you getting? Like your level of observation should be so keen. This plant, there, say you will see two trees. So this tree is more yang or more yin in comparison to the other tree, right? So you see a, say a coconut tree, and you see a banyan tree or say a mango tree. You see a mango tree and a coconut tree. Between these two, which is more yang and which is more yin? See, the importance is not this is yin, that is yang. The importance is why is this yin, why is that yang?
It contains more water, fluid always in, no, sir. Like
Hmm?
a
Okay.
coconut contains more amount, contains water. Fluids are comes under in, no, sir. So
Okay, let us take.
Sunlight is
But
falling.
coconut tree is also very
Sunlight
tall.
is
It's
falling.
going towards the heavens.
Mango tree.
Sir,
So mango
coconut
tree
tree
is
is
It can be
actually
yang
it's
that way.
Huh?
It should come under yang, no, sir?
No, my question is not all of you are getting the point. Whenever you say coconut tree is yang, you have to tell why. Whenever you say mango tree is a yin, you have to tell why.
The mango tree is yang
Why?
because it gets more sunlight than compared to coconut tree.
Okay.
Coconut tree gets less sunlight, so it is more yin.
Why?
I
How?
I feel coconut tree is yang because it's very tall. It's very, very tall compared to the
It's
mango
not
tree.
tall. More sunlight, if it gets, it is more yang.
Okay. And what
If it
else?
is
Coconut tree is in because of more of fluids,
Hmm.
and mango tree is young because more of fruits, which contains pulp.
Hmm.
In coconut tree,
Sir,
coconut is a hello, sir. So it is a young. Coconut is a
Hmm. Okay.
coconut is hollow,
Okay.
so it is young.
Coconut is hollow. That is why it is yang. Okay. What else?
sir, coconut tree is in because it cools the body, and mango tree is young because it increases the heat in body.
Okay. Excellent. See, so many views.
Sir, if you ask about the tree, then coconut tree because it's very tall, so it is young, and mango tree is yin. But if you ask about the fruit, then because it is hollow, so if you compare the fruit, then coconut is yin and mango is yang.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. Whatever you think, you tell.
So it is like some yang in some yin and some yin in some yang.
Hmm. Okay. What all is
Both
yang?
are yin and yang according to Chinese traditional medicine, because both as yin and yang both.
Okay. Where is yin more and where is yang more? In the
Coconut.
coconut tree.
Coconut tree has more of water is,
Hmm.
and here we have watery pulp which eats our body and there cools our body.
Hmm. Okay. See, there should be so many different ways of interpreting it. If you take one tree, you should have plenty of time to analyze so many aspects of yin and yang of it. Okay. So if you should start the observation of yin and yang from this level. See, you cannot ask the patient to sit for hours together in front of you. But you can ask the tree, or you can sit in front of the tree for hours together. Or you can observe some aspect of tree like leaves, etc., for as long as you want and analyze. Right?
The coconut is, I believe, coconut is more young because it is thinner, tall. As young, if we say composition is thin,
Mm.
and mango, it is more bushy,
Mm.
thicker. So it is composition wise, it is more young. And young tries to climb up, like it goes upward, and it is lighter, so it is taller. It is going up, and young is heavier.
Mm. Yang
So
is heavier?
yeah, it settles down. Like if we see, sorry, yin is heavier. Sorry, yin is heavier. So uh,
Mango trees canopy is very large.
so it is
More sunlight is available and it
heavier.
is more outside.
Okay, let us observe. Let us observe.
Sir, namaste, sir.
Namaste. Yes.
Sir, mango is seasonal, but coconut is it is annual crop, sir. Annual means it will yield throughout the year, but mango is seasonal.
Yes, and it requires, I think, more water. Mango tree requires more water, more yin. It attracts more yin.
Let us observe in terms of different parts. Okay, stem. Let us see the stem. Okay, something which has higher mass. What is it? Yang or yin? Higher mass?
Yang, sir.
Yang.
Okay. Something which is dense. When I say higher mass, it is dense. Something which is dense.
Yin.
It is heat
Dense.
contraction or the homo property.
When it is higher density, it is equal to yin. And lower density is equal to yang. Okay. So, and in terms of, okay, first obvious thing is height. So whether coconut tree is taller. Coconut tree is taller in terms of height. So taller. Hence, it is more yang. You should be able to, when you are visualizing, it is so tall, it has grown. So they say in Chinese, the more you are moving towards the heaven. So it is like this. I will draw somewhere here. This is Earth. As you go above from Earth into higher atmospheres, it is more yang. And the closer you come towards the Earth, it is more yin. So the coconut tree is tall, right? So it is more yang. And mango tree is not as tall as, in comparison to coconut tree, the mango tree is less tall. So it is more, or can we say it is, okay, we will do this exercise. More in yang, there is more yang, less yang. In comparison to the coconut tree, the mango tree in terms of height is, it is less tall. So it is less. Can I say less yang?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. And in terms of its breadth of the stem, right?
More young.
If something is expanding, okay, the trunk of the coconut tree is like this, and the trunk of a mango tree is like this. Which is more yin and which is more yang?
Trunk-wise, mango tree is young because it is expanding, and coconut is thinner. Contraction is yin.
I think mango is more dense trunk, so that's more yin or less yang.
Okay,
compared to coconut.
let's take an analogy. So this is the width of a trunk of a mango tree. It is expanding. And similarly, let's take an example of a balloon. Okay. That is also expanding. Is there a difference between these two?
Yes, sir. It
It
is
gets
the balloon is
lighter,
expanding with a band.
lighter too, balloon.
The more the balloon is expanding, it is more of a hollowness which is getting created, right? It is more
Yang.
hollow. So the more it expands, the more yang it becomes. More expansion is equal to more yang. But in terms of the tree, what is happening?
The air, it is expanding with dense matter, so it is more yin, I think.
So you are basically, the balloon has limited matter. The balloon has the surface. The material with which the balloon is made is fixed. That fixed material itself you are stretching. So it is converting into yang. Less dense. Okay, it is becoming less dense. But whereas in terms of a mango tree trunk, what is happening? When the trunk is expanding, is it hollow or is it taking the earth, converting the earth and converting the earth into tree? So it is adding more mass. The more it is expanding, the more mass is getting created. So what is happening? The more expansion is equal to
More yang.
More yang. More yin, sir. More yin.
More
Mass.
Yin.
Yeah.
More
yin,
mass.
because more Prithvi, earth is there.
Earth is getting added. But here, earth is not getting added. It's just hollow air, emptiness is getting. You see the difference?
So earth comes under yin, right?
Yes.
So that is why this is.
Yes. It is always in relation to something when we say yin or yang. So when you are observing two trees, the mango tree and a coconut tree, all of this philosophy of yin and yang should be stemming into you. Or how do I classify the stem? And how do I classify the leaf? How do I classify the leaf? Stem breadth. This is thinner is equal to less yin. Can I say less yin for coconut? Coconut stem.
Yes, sir.
Less yin. I'm not segregating into absolute yin or yang. I'm relatively classifying them. So the stem breadth is like it is thicker. So can I say it is more yin? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now I take leaf. Okay. So leaf is longer. A coconut leaf, you can create temporary no roofs, etc. out of it. It is so big, right? It is bigger. So it is bigger. So in comparison, say if you take one coconut leaf and one mango leaf, how much difference is there between one coconut tree and one mango, one coconut leaf and one mango leaf?
Huge.
Huge. You can't compare it. So it is, the leaf is very big. So it is more
young. Again, sorry, young. Why, sir? More young?
weight.
It's thinner.
Compare the weight of one leaf of mango tree and one leaf of coconut tree. Which is heavier?
Okay. That way, yes.
It is in terms of weight, bigger, and let me say in this way.
In terms of weight and in terms of shape, it will be more young.
Heavier. It is more yin, and this is light. So it is equal to less yin. And in terms of the shape, how is it? It
It's
is
more
more,
young.
it is like
Yeah.
more pointed. It is like this. It is more pointed. So the more pointed it becomes, it is more yang. More yang. And here, how is the shape? The shape is like this. More rounded. So it is shape is equal to rounded is equal to more
yin.
Sir, how come more pointed is more young?
So you tell me, if you keep it vertical, see, you keep the two leaves vertical. One will be like this, and the other one will be like this. So,
Okay.
right? So,
Yes, I got
and
it.
also anything which is, what is yin, it is more rounded shapes. Circular shapes is more yin.
In.
Smooth curvatures. And anything which is pointed, it is
Young.
It is more yang. Right? So in terms of leaf, say in terms of fruit, taste of the fruit. So if you eat the flesh of the coconut, how is it?
It is not sweet compared to mango.
It is very mildly sweet.
Very mildly sweet.
And more bland in nature. Right? So it is,
More
if
young.
it is more sweet,
it will be
less sweet, so is equal to less yin. Can I say this? Sweet
Yes.
is the taste of earth.
Earth. Yes, sir.
Right? So earth element, humidity. So it is less sweet. Whereas mango, it is more sweet. Is equal to more yin. Okay.
Sir, sorry to disturb.
Mhm.
Can we say, sir, though coconut is hollow inside because it has got space?
Yeah. See, I am discussing in terms of taste. There
Okay,
are
okay.
so many different ways that we can
Okay.
discuss, right? So, and in terms of, if we discuss in terms of density,
Coconut is
outer and
more
inner. So we can outer. Density, outer and inner. So in coconut, you have what? Outer you have shell. Right? You have shell. Is it like soft or hard?
So
hard.
Hard, sir.
Like tough. Something which is more hard is what? More yang or more yin?
More young.
Hard means
More
more
young.
Something-
More in because it's
More
heavy.
yin, sir.
If it is something which is soft, Okay, we'll take the example like this. Soft roti and hard roti. Which is more yin, which is more yang?
Soft roti is more yin.
The soft is yin.
Hmm?
More water
Soft is
content.
yin.
Soft
Soft
roti is
roti
more
is
in
more in. It
Hmm.
has more water.
And hard is more
young.
yang. So exterior of a coconut shell is more yang
Yang.
in terms of toughness. And inner, it is more watery, hollow. So inner is hollow. So it is what?
Sir, more in
Hollow is yin.
Yang, sir.
Hollow is also yang only.
So it is once again more
Yang.
yang. Whereas when it comes to mango, outer is, it is the skin. Outer is skin. It is very
Soft.
very soft. So it is more
In.
Yin.
More in.
more in. It is soft. And inner, you have the seed.
hard.
Mango seed. How is it?
Hard.
Hard. In
And hollow.
comparison to coconut, it is
Coconut. Hard.
it has more. Like it is more what?
Young.
Yang. So starting it will be soft only, no,
Okay,
sir?
no, I am trying to say it is, I'm not talking about the pulp. You remove all the mango pulp, whatever is remaining, the seed.
Seed.
Right? See, here in the coconut, it was hollow. Right? It was hollow. But in the mango,
It's hard, sir. So it is young.
it is not hollow.
So it is heavier, rounded, and smooth. So it is yin.
Okay, I'm just writing something. So this is not hollow, it is filled. Hollow is yang. Hollow is yang. And filled is
In.
Yin.
so the mango, the core of the mango, inside, is it filled or hollow?
Filled, sir.
Filled. So it will be more
In.
you're understanding.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So just by seeing two trees, you should be able to do the comparison. This is more yang, this is more in, this is like that, this is like this. In terms of so many parameters, height, breadth, the density, the depth of the root, the type of the branching, the type of leaf, etc., etc., etc. And only when you develop this kind of attitude, your ability to observe will increase. Making sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and this is what Huang Di was doing. He was a phenomenal observer of nature. Like very, very minute things he would be able to catch. Okay. So, I'll show you a picture and I'll ask you some questions on what do you observe. Now I'm showing you a face. Okay. A female face, and I'm slowly asking you, what do you observe? Okay, what is that you see? What do you see?
Dimple, pointed nose.
Pigmentation,
There is a spots on her skin.
eye color, gray eyes, gray eyes.
Okay. All of these things that you're telling is what a layman will say, not someone who is practicing or no, who are a therapist or a student of TCM. Okay, I'll once again probe you. Okay, what do you see?
Dimple and pointed.
Smiling face, happy.
So white iris and rosy lips
Okay.
and pigmentation.
All of this is what? Okay, what do you see?
Blonde hair.
Dimple in the cheek.
What do you see? I'm once again telling, don't use the terminology used by a layman. I am trying to make
Fair
you think.
skin.
I am trying to make you think in terms of a TCM therapist. What do you
So
see?
their skin is smooth.
Okay, there is an example in Indian epic story of Mahabharata. Dronacharya and the Pandavas and Kauravas, when they were being trained in bow and arrows, archery. So Dronacharya told, okay, you have to hit the center of the eyes, the pupil of the bird in the branch, somewhere in the tree. And okay, he used to tell, okay, now get ready to one person. He used to ask, what do you see? One person used to say, okay, I see a tree, I see clouds, etc. Another person would say, I see branch, there are leaves, green leaves, etc. And another person says, I see a bird, I see a branch. And another person says, I see the head of the bird and the body of the bird. The bird is of this color. And one person says, I see the eyes of the head, no, the bird. For all of them, he used to say, no, you don't have to leave the arrow. He was only asking, what do you see? And with what he see, what the student says, this is what I see, he used to make out how accurate his aim would be. Probability of hitting the eye is what the target is very low. But when he asks Arjun, what does he say? I see the center of the eyes. I see only the center of the eyes because that is where I want to target. That is my target. Why should I be seeing the tree, the flowers, etc., etc.? So now put yourself in the shoes of an Arjun. What do you see?
Dry skin,
Okay.
Patches on the skin, that means skin disease.
Okay. What
Redness of the skin.
else?
So the stomach meridian passes through the cheek. This around this dimple area.
Okay, I will just draw, right? What do you see?
That large intestine meridian also nearby running across the
I'm
cheek.
giving you,
Meridian for hair.
I am giving you more specific target.
Yeah.
What do you-
Dimple.
Dimple.
I'm not interested in that word at all. You tell me the technical word. What do you see?
Color pigmentation that is kind of leak.
Smiling. She's smiling.
Discoloration patch.
What do you see?
That is everywhere.
Stomach meridian.
What else?
So that muscle is not able to.
Hollow.
Some deficiency over there because it is not able to hold itself.
Okay, right. What do you see is, you see, what do you see? You see a deficiency.
A depression.
So, a deficiency in the muscle.
Correct.
The muscle is
Gone inside.
weak. It is
Which is
it has gone inside.
Yes.
So it is, there is deficiency. That is why it has gone
inside.
Inside. And this is what you should see. When, as a therapist, when you are seeing, when you are observing, when there is an indentation, is this an excess energy or a deficient energy?
Deficient.
Deficiency.
And as soon as you spot, see the patient, and if there is a deep deficiency here, you should be able to spot it. This is deficiency. Deficiency of what?
Muscle energy. Muscle energy.
Do we have any protocol called deficient, muscle deficient, muscle Qi deficiency, muscle Yang deficiency, any such?
Liver, na sir? Muscle is associated with the liver.
So, the patient is not saying anything to you. I have deficiency in this organ. The patient just presents themselves, and the way that you observe the patient, you should be able to pick, this is happening there, this is happening there, that is happening there. The wind is more here, the heat is more here, the Qi is deficient here, the Yin is deficient there, the Yang is excess over there. All of these things just by observing. Cheeks are related to which organ?
Stomach.
Stomach. Stomach.
Cheek is rosy, like it becomes somebody's
Heart, sir.
heart.
Heart.
So, and there is deficiency of some energy in heart. Probably. So when you see a dimple going in, there is some deficiency in heart. This is what, as a therapist, should come to your mind, and not that it is a dimple or it is fair skin or blonde hair. None of these things should come to your mind. And this is the level of observation that you should develop. Making sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this is
Yes, sir.
what Wang Di was master in. Like very micro level observation and connecting it with nature. Okay. So he developed keen powers for observing nature. And this ability that he has developed, people recognized him and as a natural leader, and the people made him the emperor. Okay, so this is just first paragraph of first chapter. Okay. So if I just say he had keen power to observe, how much would you have been able to absorb that sentence? Correct. Unless it was explained in elaboration. So the next, during his reign, Huangdi discoursed on medicine, health, lifestyle, nutrition, and Taoist cosmology with his ministers, Shibo, Ligong, and others. So he used to have deep conversations about different wide variety of topics like medicine, health, lifestyle, nutrition, etc. with his ministers. Their first discussion began with Huangdi inquiring, I have heard that in the days of old, okay, in the days of old, everyone lived 100 years without showing the usual signs of aging. In our time, however, people age prematurely, living only 50 years. Is this due to a change in environment, or is it because people have lost the correct way of life? So Huangdi noticed people are aging fast, and he has heard in the older generations they used to live about 100 years, but now people are dying in 50 years only, around 50 years. Why? What is the cause? That was the first question that he asked. What is the cause? Is it the change in environment, or the lifestyle is wrong?
Lifestyle.
And to that, Chibo, the minister, the court physician, he replied. Okay. Chibo replied, in past, people practice the Tao. Even now, in our generation, when we have discussions, we say, oh, our grandparents lived long. Okay, they were so healthy, even in old age, they were not no dependent, they were self-reliant, etc. Nowadays, people are falling sick. So this concern he also had. Kibo replied, in the past, people practiced the Tao, that is the way of life. In the Chinese culture, they say Tao means there are principles on which we have to lead the life. They understood the principle of balance of yin and yang. Okay, so we will go into more depth later about yin and yang. So two different energy systems, like say we say Shiva Shakti in Indian philosophies. Two types of energies, yin and yang, are represented by the transformation of energies of the universe. Thus, they formulated practices such as Tao Yin, an exercise combining stretching, massaging, and breathing to promote flow of energy. In the Chinese system, they developed these things, and in Indian system, we developed yoga, Ayurveda, etc. So energy flow and meditation to help maintain and harmonize themselves with the universe. They ate a balanced diet at regular times. See, each word is important because this is where the diagnosis comes. Say some patients come to you and they say, I have bloating, I have acidity, etc. What should be your question? I will put stomach heat point or stomach in point. Is that the way you should think, or
We
you should
ask for
ask,
the
how,
time of
how regular
food.
is your meals?
Yes.
How timely do you consume your food?
Yes.
If they are consuming food untimely, how much ever treatment you give, the problem will only subside for some time and come back later. And they say, okay, this therapist is not giving result. So unless you understand the importance of this timely meals, will you be able to guide the patient properly?
No. They should follow that.
So you will not be able to guide them. So each word which is being told here has its own importance. So try to catch every word which is being told. So they have, the second question that you should ask is, do you have balanced diet? So what is a balanced diet? What all will it incorporate? Right? So you should know and you should guide. Right? So, and what time you wake up and what time you go to bed?
Sleep.
So this is a mandatory question that you should ask all patients. Because each I go to bed at this time and I wake up at this time. Say if somebody wakes up at 2 o'clock in early morning and they don't get sleep, and somebody wakes up at 5 o'clock and they are fresh. Somebody wakes up at 8 o'clock and somebody wakes up at 10 or 12 in the afternoon. Each time tells what is happening in the body. So you should ask these questions and have the understanding of the importance of these questions. So if you don't know the importance of, if somebody is waking up 10 o'clock, what does that mean? And somebody is waking up at 2 a.m. and was or 3 a.m. What does it mean? If you don't understand the importance of this, will you ask this question what time you wake up or what time you go to bed?
No.
You would not ask.
We should know.
So first of all, you should understand the importance. So which pattern has which symptoms? So when you know, and you will be able to spot it, okay, very clearly. They say, I don't get sleep up to 2 o'clock. Somebody says, I don't get sleep up to 12 o'clock in the night. And somebody says, I don't get the sleep up to 2 or 3. 12, difference between 12 and 2 or 3 in the night. Will you be able to pick a pattern?
Yes, sir. Liver.
Huh? What in liver? What in liver? Say probability. It is not, you will have to take more data. So I'm just telling, say somebody gets sleep after 12. So probably, and they are young. The probability is heart blood deficiency. And somebody who goes up to 2 or 3 and then gets sleep, probability is liver blood deficiency. So you will be able to spot the pattern. So you should know what question to ask and understanding each of these things: balanced diet, regular timing, time to bed, time to arise, and at the regular hours. So regularity in food, regularity in sleep, and avoided over stressing their bodies, excessive thinking, excessive work, or excessive stress, excessive eating, excessive sleeping. Any of these over excessive, they avoided and refrained from overindulgence of all kinds. Overindulgence. Diwali is there or some festival is there, lot of sweets are available, so you eat lot of sweet. Or no, it is very no, summer is there, so drink lots of cool drinks or eat lot of ice cream. So weekend no work, so sleep excessively. Or no, there is swimming pool available, so I'll swim lot, irrespective of understanding the seasons. If it is summer, it is one way. If it is winter, another way. So overindulgence in any of things. So they used to avoid all of these things, and they maintained well-being of body and mind. So they used to take care of the body and also take care of the mind. Thus, it is not surprising that they lived over 100 years. This is what Chibo is telling. They used to maintain balance and timeliness in all aspects of their life. So that led to, a good life of 100 years. These days, people have changed their way of life. They drink wine as though it was water. At that time itself, he was telling. So the Chibo, the minister, is telling to the king. So why people are dying fast? They drink wine. They drink wine as though it were water. Indulge excessively in destructive activities. Drain their jing. Okay. So body essence, that is excessive indulgence in sex. So the jing is the body's essence that is stored in kidney. So overindulgence in that depletes the chi. So the more energy leaves out your body, so the chi in the body slowly it diminishes. They do not know the secret of conserving their energy, how to conserve the energy within the body, and how to conserve the vitality. Seeking emotional excitement and momentary pleasures, people disregard the natural rhythm and order of universe. They fail to regulate their lifestyle and diet and sleep improperly. So it is not surprising that they look old at 50 and die soon afterwards. So when a patient comes to you, so you will have to understand where is the imbalance happening and since how long. Okay. And you will have to tell the patient, even if I treat you, unless you fix these part of your lifestyle, it will not give you a long lasting result. Okay. The accomplished ones of the ancient times advised people to guard themselves against Zifeng, disease causing factor. On the mental level, one should remain calm and avoid excessive desires and fantasies, recognizing and maintaining the natural purity and clarity of mind. Excessive excitement. And one of the things, modern day excitement is what? Mobile, social media. So people get addicted to it. Why? Because that is giving them excitement. So they want to spend more time in that. And excessive excitement also reduces your chi, right? When internal energies are able to circulate smoothly and freely, and the energy of mind is not scattered but is focused and concentrated, illness and diseases can be avoided. Say somebody has a very chronic and degenerative kind of disease, and they come to you. So your ability to counsel them should not be limited to points. So you should be able to guide them at a certain level, not like you cannot become a nutritionist or a psychologist for them. So you should be able to guide them about about their food and about their mental status and avoiding what kind of excitements they have. So all of these things you will have to see and guide them. Previously, people led a calm and honest existence and detached from undue desire and ambition. There should be ambition, there should be desire, but not undue, means excessive or wrong kind of thing. Okay. They lived with an untainted consciousness without fear. These individuals knew contentment as reflected in their diet of basic but nourishing foods. It is basic food but nourishing foods, and attire that was appropriate to the season but never luxurious. What is the type of clothing that they wear? What is the type of foods that they eat? How much nutrition the food has? All of that you should, like even by seeing the type of clothing that they wear, you will get to know a lot of things about their imbalance of energy in the body. Somebody likes to wear deep neck dresses, or they open the upper button, 1 or 2 buttons, they keep it open. So when you see that, what should come to your mind as a therapist? That should catch your attention. Say first time they came to you and their, say, top 2 buttons were open. Second time they came, once again the top 2 buttons of their shirt was open. Third time they came, it should catch your attention.
Yang nature, heart.
They want more oxygen, suffocation they are feeling.
So why? What? So why is that person keeping this open all the time? You ask them to close, For 5 minutes, they cannot keep the button closed. They'll open it back.
They feel hot.
Deficiency of lung energy. Sir. Deficiency of lung energy.
Lung is this, no? Lungs are here. Lungs are here. They are not opening here. No, the
They
opening
feel
lungs.
hot and too warm all the time. So they want some
There
air
is
in.
there is excess heat in this area. In this area, that is why they want to open and allow some cool air to touch that area. So what is there here in the center? Heart. So there is excess heat in heart.
Yes.
Heart fire blazing. The probability of heart fire blazing is higher. Just by seeing their dress, how they are dressing, you will be able to spot. There is excess heat in the heart. That is why they are trying to keep it open. So now the heart is excess, or there is excess heat in the heart, or excess heat in liver, which is transferring to the heart. That level of diagnosis has to happen. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Your ability to observe. Since they were happy with their position in life, they did not feel jealous or greed. They had compassion for others and were helpful and honest, free from destructive habits. They remained unshakable and unswayed by temptations, and they were able to stay centered even when adversity arose. They treated others justly, regardless of their level of intelligence or social position. Like in your mind, how are you judging people? How are you treating somebody who is at a higher level? Do you treat them nice? You try to be extra nice and subservient to them, and you see somebody at a lower level, and you
Yes.
are trying to boss around them. So if this attitude is there, will that attitude also create diseases over a period of time?
Yes.
Ibo is telling, yes. The
Yes.
more balanced view that you have about all aspects of different people, and your range of way that you judge is not too high, then your probability of diseases will be less. Okay. Kibo answered, in general, the reproductive physiology of women is such. So this is very important. Okay. Kibo answered, like how the energy levels change as per our age. This is what being discussed over here. Chibo answered, in general, the reproductive physiology of women is such that at 7 years of age, her kidney energy becomes full. Okay. So female follows a cycle of 7 years. Okay, that is 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. So that is when there is a major shift in their physiology. And men follow a cycle of 8 years. So 8 years plus 8 years plus 8 years plus 8 years. So they follow a 7-year cycle, and say one major event happens at 7 years. The next major event in the body happens 7 plus 7, 14 years. And the next major event happens at 14 plus 7, 21 years. In that way, the cycle continues for female, but for male, 8, 16, 24, and 32, like that. So this is time. This is energy. Okay. And this is the starting energy with which they take birth. Okay. The prenatal energy, which is called prenatal energy. So at the age of 7, I am writing a female in, let's say, blue. At the age of 7, so the energy goes like this. At the 7 years of age, her kidney energy becomes full. Female, male. So 7-year cycle. And 8-year cycle. Okay. So first one. So how does it flow? So in the first 7 years, Chibo says the kidney energy becomes full. Kidney energy becomes full. So at age 7. So for men, it will be at age 8. So kidney energy becomes full. Okay. And there is permanent teeth. Permanent teeth, the milk teeth is gone and the permanent teeth develops. Teeth develops. So is for male. And their hair grows long. They start growing long hairs. Long hairs grow. So when they are born, in the younger ages, the hair growth is less. But as they grow older, when they reach around this age, 7, the hair starts growing long. Okay. And in male, at 8 years of age, the kidney energy becomes full, the permanent teeth appears, and their hair becomes long. Okay. And next, at 14 years of age, for female, what happens? At 14 years, the Tain Kui or fertility essence matures. So fertility essence matures. So they attain puberty around that age, and menarche, that is the menstrual flow, starts in them. And the Ren, that is conception vessel, and the Chong vessel responsible for conception open. Ren vessel, that is CV. Okay, I will write it as Ren itself. Ren, that is conception vessel, and Chong, it is another vessel, Chongmu. Okay, So Chong channels. Chong channels, that is the energy channels which is in the front and in the center of the body. Okay. It is each word is a long subject by itself. So we will not go into the details of it. So these two channels are responsible for conception. Ren and Chong channels responsible for conception. Responsible for conception. They open. These two channels open and the menstruation begins. And the menstruation begins and the conception is possible. Conception is so how do I use this information in treating a patient? Say a person, a mother brings her child. So she's 15 years or 16 years, 17 years of age, but no menstruation happening. So how will be your diagnosis?
Ren and the Chong channels are not yet open, sir.
So how do you know which channel is not open?
At age 14, it should have been opened. The CV channel.
No. Say a person has come, the menstruation is not happening. Now, the problem is in with CV channel or Chongmo channel. How do you know?
Chongmo is same as Ren, right?
No. Ren is the one which is in the front.
Chong is not front.
No.
Check on the master point and see if you get an infer based on checking on the master point of each channel.
Okay, let us assume our elementary canal from mouth to the anus. Okay, mouth to anus. Okay. Okay, so this is the front of the body. Imagine, and this is the back of the body. Okay, so it is as if the body is like this. Okay, if body is in this position, the front, there is one channel which flows. This is conception vessel, or it is also called as REN or conception vessel. The one which goes in the back with the spine covering the head, and it comes like this and ends. So it is called as governing vessel. Okay, or it is called dumo. And there is one which is in the center.
So Chong.
This is called as Chong. Chongmo or Chongmai. There are different ways of telling. So what Kibo is telling is this meridian or this vessel, conception vessel and Chongmo. These two are responsible for menstruation. A person comes, a young girl, the mother brings, so menstruation is not happening. So how do you know? So what is that? Kibo is telling something is wrong with this two vessel. So how do I diagnose? Is it with conception vessel or Chongmo vessel or both? What should be the way of diagnosing it? So master point, somebody told, so check the master point and check the couple point. So it is a deep topic by itself. And if there is a problem in conception vessel, what kind of symptoms come? And if there is, so this REN covers the yin of the body. So the entire yin, the do covers the entire yang of the body, means manages the entire yang. And the Chongmo governs the blood of the body. Governs the blood of the body. So now, and this Chongmo also manages the digestive system, because blood gets created by the digestive juices after the food gets digested. So now, how do you diagnose? How do you treat? So Kibo has given this where to look for. Now, every statement Kibo is making has a great relevance. It is not something which is frivolent. It is very deep, and every word has significance. So, and in men, what happens at the age of? So, at the age of 16, the kidney energy is ample. Once again, the jing is ripe. So here the kidney essence is ripe. Jing, okay, is ripe. Essence is jing. So procreation is possible. So procreation is possible. So do you see some there are many things you can understand. Okay, let me. So generally, in say India, when two people are getting married, generally the age of the, or 95% of the time, the age of the male is more than the female. Why?
Probably because of this.
Maturity, females, they mature.
The cycles they
40.
follow, men's follow 8 years
Cycles,
cycle.
7 years for girls.
So the maturity for procreation, or the ability of procreation, comes early to female and little late to male. So that is why the male is of a elder age in comparison to female. This is one of the reason. Okay. So next, at 21 years. So next, add 7 to 14. So at the age of 21 years for female, the kidney energy is strong and healthy. The wisdom teeth appears. Okay. Now here maturity is happening, but it reaches the peak ripeness at the age of 21. So kidney energy is strong and healthy. Kidney energy is strong and healthy. And wisdom teeth appears. So what is the correlation?
Kidney is connected to the teeth and bones, sir.
Yeah, bone is managed by kidney.
Kidney.
Right? Our skeletal system is managed by kidney. So when the peak energy comes, that is when the entire teeth is also a bone. So the entire wisdom teeth, the last teeth comes. So if somebody is not getting a wisdom teeth around this age, what is the treatment to be done?
Kidney is to be treated.
Kidney
So you have to see, is the kidney chi deficient, or kidney yang deficient, kidney yin deficient, kidney essence deficient. So what is the deficiency? You have to treat. So this is where, this is the knowledge. This is how you apply the knowledge of what the yellow emperor's theoretical knowledge which is being told in your practical diagnosis and treatment. Okay. And the body is vital and flourishing. And so if you add 8 to 16, how much it will be?
24.
24.
At the age of 24. So at the age of 24 years, the kidney chi is abundant. Kidney chi is abundant. The bones and tendons grow strong. And wisdom teeth comes. Bones and tendons grow strong. Plus wisdom teeth comes. So here the kidney is getting to the peak ripeness or strength around the age of 24. Now, the body is maturing, and next, slowly the mind starts maturing. So, when you see this, if somebody has to conceive, the highest probability of conception is when?
21.
21 years.
21 for female.
21.
For female and
24 for
male. So now, because of different social circumstances, financial stability, getting stable in their career, etc., this time pattern is not followed. Okay. Let's see what next. So you add another 7 to 21. So what happens? 28. So at age 28 years, the bone and tendons are well developed. So like peak development is bones and tendons are well developed. And the hair and secondary sex characteristics are complete. The hair and secondary sex characteristics are complete. Their hormonal level, like the entire the frame of the bony structure, the muscular structure, all of that is like at peak, well, completely developed. This is the height of female development. This is the height. Okay. This is the height of the female development. Now, you add another 8 to 24. How much it will be?
32.
32.
So at 32, what happens to the male? So at the age of 32. At 32nd year, the body is at the peak strength. Body is peak strength. And function of male are at their height. Function of male is at their height. Okay. Now, if somebody has to conceive, the best age range is for female 21 to 28,
28.
and for male it is
24 to
24 to
32.
32.
32. This is the age range in which the best conception, when I say best conception, the offspring will be the most healthier, or the pregnancy process will be least complicated, right? So this is the sweet spot. And the more you go away from this spot, what happens? The probability slowly diminishes and the complications will slowly increase, and the final output, that is the child which develops, takes birth. So what happens? This prenatal energy that you are able to give, the starting point, how much energy, if somebody is able to conceive in that sweet spot, probably they will be able to give a higher level of prelate starting energy. And the later that you conceive, or too early or too late, the level of the prenatal energy is less in the child, and the child has to work. So it's like transferring of inheritance. So if somebody gives lot of inheritance to the child doesn't have to work hard to reach a good level of financial stability. And if the inheritance is very little from the parents, then the child has to work hard to develop the same amount of financial stability, right? The same is with the human body stability. So, and now we have reached the peak. Now slowly we are coming down. So the energy will go like this. So it will go, and slowly it will come, and towards the end there is some peak, and then once again there is decline, and it is coming to 0. Okay, so this is the age when it is at its peak. Female it is 28, male it is 32. Okay, now what happens later?
Going more towards begin.
Okay, now if you add another 7 to 28, how much it will be?
35.
35. So at age of 35, what happens? 35 years, the yang ming, that is the stomach and large intestinal, that governs the major facial muscle, begins to, the yang ming or stomach and li, large intestine channel, that governs the facial muscle, the facial muscles, they begin to deplete, begins to. So it is slowly they'll start developing wrinkles, the glow, charm, the youthfulness in the face which they were exuding slowly starts diminishing, slowly. And the muscle begin to atrophy. Slowly the muscles which were nice, strong, healthy will slowly soft, becoming loose. So slowly the muscles begin to atrophy. Slowly muscles begin to atrophy. Facial wrinkles appear. Facial wrinkles appear. The hair begins to thin. hair begins to thin. Okay. And if you add another 8 to 32, what happens? The age of 40.
40.
What happens to a male? So the kidney chi begins to wane. Kidney chi wanes. Teeth become loose. So once again, you see the kidney and teeth. Kidney becomes full, wisdom teeth comes. Kidney begins to wane, the teeth becomes to loose. So much of diagnosis of kidney can be done through teeth. Teeth is the only visible bone, right? The entire bone structure of the body is covered. It is not visible, but only the teeth is visible. So how the teeth is, it tells how the kidney is to a good extent. Okay, so teeth becomes loose, the hair starts to fall. Do you see a difference? What is that? Do you see?
Graying of hair.
Hair is beginning to fall for men, whereas for women, facial wrinkles and all that appear, but hair is not. There is not much change in hair.
For
Thinning of hair.
men, hair falls.
Yeah. For female, it's
women,
thinning of hair.
hair thins. Right? So you don't see too many female where there is baldness, but see a lot of men who have baldness. Right? So the problem of hair thinning is less in men, but the problem of hair falling is more in men. Whereas in women, hair thinning is more and hair falling is lesser, or baldness. I should say baldness, not hair no falling. They also have hair falling. Now, when a person comes to you, there is wrinkles in the face. If a person, say female, comes to you at age 25, 26, 27, and they say there is, and you see more wrinkles on their faces, what do you understand?
Kidney energy depleting.
Stomach and large intestine problem.
Health is not good. So at age 25, 26, 27, they should be beaming with a lot of youthful energy, blossomed flower like that. The face should be. Okay. So this is where the diagnosis part comes. And if somebody comes to you, a female at age 40, and they have mild wrinkles, so it is a natural progression. Okay. Now, if you add another 7 to 35, how much it will be?
42.
42.
So it is 42. So at 42, what happens to the female? All three yang channels, Taiyang, Shaoyang, and Yangming. I'll not get into the details, are exhausted. All three yang channels are exhausted. The entire face is wrinkled. Entire face is wrinkled, and the hair begins to turn gray. The hair begins to turn gray. So before turning gray, it becomes thin. So this is the process. First, there is good growth. Slowly, there is thinning. and then slowly it is graying. If the hair is graying before thinning, then what is, something is wrong,
Premature graying.
right? The hair is looking good, it is thick at age 25 or 26, 27. There is no thinning, but graying is happening, has started. So how do you diagnose? This is not a natural process. Say after 42 it starts graying, then it is a natural process. But age 32, if it is graying, then it is not a natural process. It is some form of imbalance. So, and if you add another 8 to 40, so it is 48. So what happens to male at 48? The yang energy of the head begins to deplete. Yang energy of the head begins to deplete. The face becomes sallow. So sallow is complexion decreases, and unhealthy pale brown color slowly starts coming in the male face. So they are not saying wrinkles. You see the difference? In female it is wrinkles, but in male it is sallow. And the definition of sallow is complexion. In terms of unhealthy complexion will come, yellowish or pale brown color, and the hair grays. Hair grays, and the teeth deteriorates. Okay. Now, if you add 7 to 42, how much it will be?
49.
49. So what happens to a female at the age of 49? The Ren and Chong channels are completely empty. Ren and Chong. These two which were responsible for the menstruation to begin, now it is empty. Is completely empty.
So menopause occurs in female.
Yes. So it is completely empty, and the Tai Tain Kui has dried up. Okay, it is a, okay, let's say essence. Okay, it is Chinese is reproductive energy has dried up. Hence, the flow of the menses ceases. And the woman is no longer able to conceive. No longer able to conceive. And if you add another 8 to 48, how much?
56.
It is 56.
56.
So by 56, what happens in male? the liver energy weakens. So the liver energy weakens, causing the tendons to stiffen.
Sir, is this the reason for hardness of nail in men especially?
See, the opening or the flowering of liver is in nail. So generally, if there is any problem happening with liver, it shows in nails for both men and women. Liver energy weakens, causing tendons to causing the tendons to stiffen. So liver gallbladder manages the tendons and ligaments. So it stiffens.
So what is Tien Kui?
Reproductive energy, let's call it as. Okay. And so here complete empty happens at 49. So we will have to reach complete empty for men. So now if you add another 8 to 56, how much it will be?
64.
64. So at 64, the Tian Kui, that is the reproductive energy rise up. And the Jing is drained. And the Jing is drained. So resulting in kidney exhaustion. Resulting in kidney exhaustion, fatigue, and weakness. Okay. When the energy of all organs is full, the excess energy stored in the kidney is excreted for the conception. So what is getting ejaculated during an intercourse? The semen. Say it is, there is a reservoir of water and the water is coming from here. So first, the water is used to fill up. And once it is all filled, what is extra flows out. So similarly, what is used? First, whatever food which we eat is used for nourishing the entire body. So in Ayurveda, it is told rasa, rakta, mans, asti, meda, majja, and then finally it is shukra. That is the reproductive energy. That is ovaries, the eggs and semen. So in men, so if somebody is, whatever is excess is supposed to be used. But if they are overusing, what is happening? The reservoir which is supposed to be full, that energy is getting depleted in their body. Right. So this is what Chibo is telling. When the energy of all organs is full, the excess energy stored in the kidney is excreted for the purpose of conception. But now the organs have aged their energy becomes depleted, and the bones and tendons have become frail and stiff, and movement is hampered. The kidney reservoir becomes empty, marking the end of power of conception. So, if a man is healthy and he is following the proper lifestyle, diet style, etc., he is able to conceive up to age 64. And if a woman is healthy, properly following diet, lifestyle, diet style, etc., then she is able to conceive up to 49. That is the last. Okay. Now, if there is any problem, now they are not able to conceive at age 32, 33, or if it is a man, and age 25, 26, 27, female. So something significantly is going off balance. Okay. So we will take this up in the next class. What Chibo is telling on how to extend this age. There are some special cases where this limit of 49 and 64 is there, no? It gets extended. How is it getting extended, etc.? Those things we will discuss in the next class, in tomorrow's class. So all of these things, every single sentence which is being told here can be and should be used in your clinical practice for diagnosis. Okay, fine.
This kind of teaching you will never get anywhere in the country.
It's true, sir. It's true.
It's true. It's true.